On a clear summer morning, Emma gazed at the blue sky, dotted with light clouds. "Today," she said with determination, "I will set out in search of the heart of Ruby." Her sparkling eyes were filled with an excitement that nothing could overshadow. Equipped with a compass, an instrument to help find one's way, given by her grandmother, she adjusted her backpack, overflowing with provisions. "Don't worry, grandmother, I'll come back soon," she murmured before venturing onto the dirt path winding through the green hills. The trees whispered ancient secrets, their leaves dancing in the gentle breeze. Emma stopped to listen to this natural symphony, a melody from times past, feeling that each step brought her closer to the mystery she so longed to uncover. Around a bend, she heard a clear, melodious laugh. A playful fawn appeared, leaping from a bush. His eyes sparkled with mischief as he stared at her. "Follow me, young adventurer," he exclaimed in a joyful voice. "I know the way to the enchanted grove." Intrigued, Emma followed the fawn. They crossed clearings where flowers burst into a multitude of colors with each step. These wonders made the journey as mythical as the object of her quest. "This garden is magical," she marveled, "and I already feel that the ruby is not merely material, but perhaps a guide to something greater." The adventure was just beginning, and Emma's smile eclipsed the first light of day. The enchanted grove was just the beginning. Emma, hand in hand with her fawn guide, entered a clearing where the light refracted into 1,000 shining crystals. There, in a burst of soft and enchanting light, a wonderful being appeared, floating slightly above the ground. It was a fairy with wings like crystal leaves, each beat producing a cascade of rainbow reflections around her delicate body. "Welcome, Emma," whispered the fairy in a voice as soft as the wind's breath through the branches. "I am here to help you in your quest." Emma, amazed, slightly bowed, feeling a gentle warmth fill her heart. "Thank you, beautiful fairy," she replied. "I seek the heart of Ruby. Can you show me the way?" The fairy smiled, her gaze softening even more. "I can show you the way, but remember, only a pure and kind heart can reach the ruby. Love and courage will guide you." She raised a graceful hand toward the sky, and the wind suddenly changed, revealing a hidden path among the trees. Emma felt a thrill of excitement running through her. "I will find it," she promised the fairy. "I will prove the purity of my heart." The fairy nodded, her wings reflecting a brilliant light. "Go, and always remember the lessons of kindness and empathy. They will illuminate your path." Comforted by these wise words, Emma continued on her way, her mind filled with new bright thoughts, ready to face all the challenges her magical quest might reveal. After leaving the enchanted clearing, Emma walked for a long time, her heart moved by the meeting with the fairy. She soon found herself facing a mysterious valley shrouded in mist. The mountains rose like silent guardians, echoing from immemorial times, each rock telling an ancient story. Emma advanced cautiously, feeling a strange serenity all around her, as if every particle of air whispered secrets of bygone eras. She slowed her steps, attentive to the whispers of the wind. Suddenly, in the golden glow of twilight, she discovered an ancient stele covered in mysterious symbols. Its surface seemed to vibrate under her curious gaze. Emma knelt, carefully touching each carving etched into the stone. Then, a throbbing magic awoke. The ground gently vibrated, and a dazzling glow illuminated the valley. Appearing before her, encased in crystalline quartz, was the heart of Ruby. Its red reflections bathed the valley in a benevolent light. Emma, amazed, felt a vivid warmth envelop her being. "There it is," she murmured with admiration, feeling a deep connection with the jewel. She looked up, thanking the heavens and all the creatures that had guided her steps. Placing her hand on the ruby, Emma was flooded with luminous visions, stories of love and courage, where sincere hearts triumphed over darkness. She realized that true wealth lay in the kindness of her heart. Emma, eyes closed, let the visions from the heart of Ruby continue to immerse her in a world of ancient stories. She saw heroes of another time, peoples who had faced adversity with bravery and love. Each of these stories reinforced the message that the ruby was conveying to her. It's not the object you're looking for that will matter the most, but the kindness and empathy you carry within you, the memories seemed to whisper to her. Backing away slightly, Emma slowly opened her eyes. The ruby sparkled before her, vibrating with a warm and familiar glow. "What gentle magic," she thought, absorbed by the beauty of this moment suspended in time. The mountains, witnesses to her initiation, seemed to lean gently to hear every beat of this illuminated heart, reassuring the young adventurer that her steps would never be forgotten. Emma firmly held the ruby in her hand, feeling its slight pulse, like a promise. I understand now that it's not the ruby that is the true treasure, but the journey and the lessons it has taught me, she thought with a smile. She imagined sharing this precious moment with her grandmother, telling her how all the paths she had followed had shaped her heart, making her ready to face life's challenges. Once her thoughts were gathered, Emma stood up, ready to return home, but stronger, enriched by this new light. The heart of ruby clutched in her hand, Emma began her journey back. Each step seemed lighter, each breath of wind spoke of courage and kindness. She crossed the mystical valley again with confidence, the protective mountains guiding her way. On her way, Emma encountered the playful fawn again. "You're back, young adventurer," he exclaimed enthusiastically. Emma gave him a radiant smile. "Thank you for your help, little friend. My heart is brimming with light and new knowledge," she replied warmly. The fawn, joyfully dancing, accompanied her to the forest's edge, where she met again with the fairy with crystal wings. "Emma, the heart of the ruby has found its place in you, hasn't it?" said the fairy in greeting. Emma nodded, her face beaming with gratitude. "Yes, thanks to all of you, I have become stronger and wiser. Your lessons have shown me that a pure heart and kindness are the true treasures to cherish." The fairy and the fawn watched her leave, filled with pride and admiration. Emma continued on her way with a light heart, and upon crossing the threshold of her village, she felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. She had not only found the heart of ruby, but above all, she had discovered the magic of empathy and courage. Gathering her friends around her, Emma recounted her incredible adventure, awakening in them a new inspiration, and the message of the heart of ruby was passed from mouth to ear, touching the hearts of all who wished to believe in the magic of sincere love. Emma, back home, kept the heart of ruby in a precious box passed down by her grandmother. The box, a symbol of a family legacy, would now be passed on to future generations with the lessons she had learned. In her village, the legend of the heart of ruby resonated like a sweet melody. Each tale, each story whispered the power of kind love and courage in adversity. The children, fascinated by these stories, looked at Emma with wonder, their young eyes bright with a desire to learn and understand the mysteries of the world. One evening, as the dusk painted the sky in pastel hues, Emma sat among them. "Here's what I discovered," she began. "The greatest treasure I found is not a simple jewel, but the light it ignited here," she said, pointing to her heart. The children listened attentively, marveling at the quiet strength and gentle radiance Emma exuded. "This is how we should live, bringing light and goodness into the world," she continued. As night gently settled in, Emma invited the children to imagine their own adventures, to seek their hidden treasures filled with precious human values. "May your hearts always be pure and full of courage," she concluded with a smile. Emma spent many days teaching these values, thereby preserving the heart of ruby, not only as a precious artifact, but as a timeless metaphor of eternal love and human bravery, constantly reminding that the greatest treasure lies in the nobility of the heart.